If you've played Metarot 2 or 2 Core, you will definitely know how much of a pain in the neck this witch type can be, as well as her Metarotter Milky. It is WCH00 Sunwitchy, with a kit of triple slip, float legs, and the leg ability of Illusion, which grants the stealth effect to self when charging Metaphors. Now, we have already seen Sunwitchy in the game already as an enemy NPC, in the Metarot 2 parody storyline or story arc that is available to us, but this will be her official debut as a officially usable model, or one that can be collected. Slip, of course, with all three of her skills are shooting or long-range based skills, that if you damage a foe in their heat phase, as in if they are coming to the line, it will automatically cancel their incoming action, largely damage their legs, and force them to turn back around, which is essentially a very handy auto-cancel skill in this case. In addition to this, Slip also is very handy for canceling any kind of guard or shielding based skill. This includes perfect guard, melee guard, any kind of basic guard. I want to say even counter or mirror to a point, but don't quote me on those two specifically, as they play by their own rules. But despite this, she is still packing some relatively solid stats for what you would see as a interrupt fighter in this case. About 3,100 HP for the head, about 2,700 per arm, about 3,100 for the legs, and relatively solid, overall pretty well solid stats that you'd see on those legs as well. Not absurdly overpowered or broken as you might expect on, say, Artemis or Spinag or Metal Eater, but definitely enough that's more kind of the norm on a higher tier float leg to make use of all the same. With a mobility of about just shy of 700, a pretty nice midway point, nice sweet spot that you want to be in, especially given that float legs have A rank on all terrains across the board, as a reminder to this. You will also see melee resist of about 683, a shoot resist of 704. Reminder, these are also the base stats, so these will go up by about another 10% or so, minus Metarotter bonus if you have it, for any time that she's on the field, for a little bit better of a performance that you'd see compared to what you see here on paper and on screen. An evade of 924 isn't too shabby though either, as it means that she can be definitely very slippery in terms of very blind attacks such as, say, Ghost or Power Hammer, but definitely will still face a lot of pain from incoming normal skills like Rifle or Sword or Gatling or anything of the like. For this reason, however, I do have to rate her at a pretty solid 6.5 out of 10, given the fact that Slip can be a very handy skill to make use of, especially in very situational cases, if you can make use of it quickly and easily, especially given that she has a heat stat of 1016 for the head, about mid 800s for the right arm, high 700s for the left, means that on a good and a very fast leg, she can get to the line quickly and auto-cancel just about anybody very easily. But this also does leave her wide open, as Slip also makes you vulnerable to no dodge and no defend until you finish your cooldown phase, making her very easy to punish by anyone that she did not successfully target on her turn. On top of that, having the same skill in all three parts does kind of hurt her overall viability just a hair, meaning that she is kind of a one-trick pony in this case, which makes her viability kind of tricky to make use of. But as mixed parts, on the other hand, I have to rate her higher at a 7 out of 10, given that you can use Slip pretty conventionally anywhere, especially since none of her parts are heavy, giving her even better flexibility to fit it anywhere without any major fallback or drawback, while still being able to make use of that auto cancel, especially if anyone is using a shield on the team.